Ye boy Remona Yaje Casano Emo Enchemo. Ye Shasie Edefi, the first gentleman of Ghana. Omapenye John Dramani Mahama JD and Bosu Kena Bakope Nakache na Omapenye Lensa Kakatu Jana Wochem se Ghana for Yenina Yanke ho Embomo na Bambo Ejina Tukwa Wudwa ewo Omemono Meche Security Justice Ahudo no Yembo Mechi Dom Ewa Konye Senyinemo Sene Baya Nipa Bonfua Ebe Solidity Omeda Achibiano Wombetimi Etu Omosusa na Ometimi Ape Anopo Mesibre na Meno Eka Sena Ghana Mampenye wa Shane White kama ya serafata de fatano ena watisi mu na ne sword ehye ne benkum ese okono tro ne sasa kro ye we de we kokko retirement na koma fa ndे akasa hu ngada wa commander ne sa na obo adwuma na omampanyi atwemu se bambo de efobia ho eti see something say something say operation on the buy no wono so ehye kena ai ono so de behu bia fa bambo ho betimi aboa na yetimi abo omen ho ban no obia emfa endom eye asrafo ene bambo ayi tukwa hodo ewo omen mu regular career course 63 afi wamo graduation ceremony kese pa ewo military academy eho ena Ghana Mampanyin John Dramani Mahama okopie mu ewo ho na wode ensemi eto ma wamo agent tie agya mo kɔ na babebo adwuma monte so de aboa asa adwuma ko se wamo hwɛ se asane de ye obi enya boss ni na eba yi no obi adwane sa enidie na ewo ho no wamo nkitema na mu nhyem kena na omo hwɛ so se wamo de oman no ebeto makoma so no maboa ma man no bambo etimi akoyie na osise bekoyie a na timemofo yanso ye ka ho bi yembo mo ema adwuma magye se de suomu ahomacha na dwo awia anopa omo behwe no maboman no ho ban no ebetimi abemu.
Terrorist attacks close to our northern border have become a regular feature. Ghana is also not immune from the influence and effects of the complex challenges posed by the global security environment. This is because globally non-state security actors are becoming, or in some instances, have already become central and pivotal. This situation requires a comprehensive approach to state security, and one cannot underestimate the importance of active participation of all our citizens in the security and stability of our state. As citizens of Ghana, we must recognize that the nature of contemporary threats that confront us demand that we do not perceive our security services as the exclusive institutions responsible for our safety and security. The complementary roles of individuals, organizations, and the government in national security is of critical importance. I urge our citizens in discharging this complementary duty of helping to safeguard our security not to behave like the shepherd boy in the famous fable who cried, "Wolf, wolf," when there was no wolf. If we behave like that boy, either for partisan or parochial interest, we distract the attention of our security services from focusing on their critical job of keeping us safe. Let us support our security services and the Ghana Armed Forces with information that is useful and intelligence that is helpful, that will advance their work rather than retrogress it.
Ghana Mampanyin John Dramani Mahama ena yetene kano bibisa se aso Mampanyin voice na meeting so ase nipa no twe Mampanyin no ena wa share uniform kama pa ceremonial one pa wono ena na wo ye sahene wo dwumede na se bia du ha na agya ma twa no processor na eno achi na wo de tu dwa kire se nokra nie eya na asra mu na se bambo adwuna tu ko no mu yese omudu rank bia o se atum Baby anke be wodu class 1 e wo senka ni bredu se okọ class 2 obehua na obi ofi KG1 no be betwa no onipa na akodu class 2 no ndo so te class 1 promotion no yes connections omampanyin che se enya sa bio tintontan wetwem uduru wona wo se ma promotion no ane se wo kọ onim esanse wafa ranks nim na and wababedu ho na wo san so ekado tudwa che se owo ho enku ade obehwe ama mudwumede omudi nyina emu atima da ho se tintontan no bia etimi ahwebi.
To our graduating cadets, you are being commissioned at a time when the sub-region is facing security threats. These threats have the tendency to erode our collective security gains. I encourage you to remain resolute and committed as you work very hard to improve on the legacy left by your predecessors. Embrace that legacy and carry it forward with pride. Under my watch as the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, merit-based promotions hinged on competence and not connections will be the norm and not the exception. We will also expand opportunities for non-commissioned officers, NCOs, to access officer cadet training. I believe every soldier should have a fair chance to rise optimally through the ranks, and especially when they merit it. As a hallmark of my administration, exhibited across all sectors, will ensure professionalism and transparency within the Ghana Armed Forces. We will address the most pressing concerns of our troops, starting with the need for quality housing. We will focus on constructing new housing units in the barracks while refurbishing dilapidated and abandoned military accommodation across the nation. We believe that no service personnel should have to endure substandard living conditions. In addition to improved accommodation in our barracks, we will establish the Armed Forces Home Ownership Scheme to provide officers and soldiers with the opportunity to own their own private homes. This will provide our military families with the comfort and security that they deserve.
Ghana Mampanyin John Dramani Mahama JDM Bawku Kena Bakope ena yekuti no ebrana safo pom honeja obeta machi se Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces na washana tade uniform de ne fatana kama pa uniform fatana
and then abusia eye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nsemo ena yedaso ejina regular career course 63 graduation a course so wojina so ede ensem eto ede mane adehye a wonom ewo boko ene ne mpatemu na waka ne nyina eye nimusam se wokopiem ewo boko sa bra ye kase dia basa yenkwa ena ekoso ewo boko ho ene sa basa na ekọ no enam so womo atwana no monse do atua womo so mo prepre mu oden enso de ewo ho ena sane ansam no akwakoba akwakwa enwongona isi wantan asumdue pa de asumdue de enya de ebi ewo boko ho na ho ena mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wodi to dwa no wototo pa de asrese sa asem ye koso ewo boko ene ne mpatemu no se asante ni wotu 482 a wotoso mienu wo hiri ejire mu a wogidi se asumdue ebetumi aba papa isan se wono to kabia ebi ewo mu ena dan nyina no se ye na sabasabasa ebi ema no homene eso titiru ewo boko a enche kra na ni wo hiri ede ensem se be ya asumdue ebetumi akoso eno nti ena wo srese se dia ekoso ewo boko no wogidi se asante ni wotu 482 a wotoso mienu se wo ba no na no eba betum bia eniama ebetumi akoyie asumdue ebetumi aba na afesa abasabasa ya wodo ekoso ni nyina no eto etwa yentie se dia mampeni wo ka sansem no efai.
Let me reiterate that we will take all allegations of crime seriously and trigger our security service investigative machinery to go after criminals, no matter who they are. But let me state emphatically also that we do not have the resources and time to engage in any game of smoke and mirrors. The Ghana Armed Forces is engaged in several theaters to maintain peace and security in our nation. One major flashpoint continues to be the Bawku area. Only 2 days ago, an incident in a marketplace triggered an unfortunate loss of lives and criminal vandalism of property. I wish to emphasize that nobody gains from this situation of conflict and insecurity. We have triggered the Otumfor mediation process, which saw all stakeholders participate in discussions in Kumasi on a roadmap towards peace. I'm assured by the Asantehene that the process will resume next week when he returns from his brief visit abroad. Congratulations to the Armed Forces for the sacrifices you have made, even at the peril of your lives, to protect life and property in the Bawku conflict area.
Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wamananso wana ma watu asubiem no wachire se asrafo ewo man no emu no ehun so behia se ye behwe na yetumi ama wonom akade a esefata ewo se wo mutumi ede ye adwuma.
The distinguished guest, plans for the expansion of the Ghana Armed Forces to ensure increased capacity to counter both internal and external threats were initiated while I was in office in my previous term. During this period, we supervised the acquisition of air, land, and sea assets to equip the armed forces to fulfill their mandate of keeping our nation safe. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in resetting our nation to build the Ghana we want, my government will aggressively pursue the ideas of operational and combat readiness of the Ghana Armed Forces. We'll resource the Ghana Armed Forces. This means better equipment, including more simulators, advanced training, and the ability to mobilize swiftly in times of need. You'll be equipped to excel in your duties. We shall assess the retooling initiative and facilitate cost-effective outcomes to equip our army to the standards required for a 21st century defense force. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we revel in the significant achievements of our young regular career course 63 graduates who are ready to secure Ghana's peace and sovereignty, we must also reflect on Ghana's illustrious legacy in international peacekeeping. We pride ourselves in our nation's commitment to global peace and security. Indeed, this has not been a recent endeavor. It dates back to the 1960s when, under Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah of blessed memory, Ghana participated in the United Nations peacekeeping force deployed in the Republic of Congo. Today, I pay profound tribute to the Ghanaian military martyrs who made the ultimate sacrifice in the Congo and other places.
Abusiani ayati Mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Na sena woka Bawku asemi Mampeni de na atum no straight yemowre mu Bawku na yakọ dia Inspector General of Police IGP Tetteh Yohuno menokase wone ne dom akakopie mu Bawku na omo aikwakohwe amasumje timi afantuma pa efra yenyina yenim se be America krantem ni de Bawku nyu kura enu ntino amafododo na na afasa yeso ahwere omo enkwa bebrina so eprepra na Tetteh Yohuno IGP ekopiemu hono wodeto emebunu no enum se obia fa ne to entofom obia fa ne sekan entofom obia fa ne ajan entofom obia fa ne weapon ne to ho na omonhwema sumdwe entimi fa nto apa emfra wo chese Bawku edena koma so ye pa etido beye nie asrafo ne aposifo amobeba hono we special one awode ebema Bawku fo obema mo special operation team pa amu enomba bebehwe ama bombo won semetimi akoso yi Bawku na asomdwa ye nyina ye kase munya tokoyo ni nyina entokwa no to etimi atwa ama asomdwe aba na yenkotie ne nsem kakra wode to Bawku emabunu no enimebra wone ne dom ekopie mu ho.
I will appeal to you to talk to the youth that hope is not lost. We are ready to assist them. And so they should put down their arms and be ready to cooperate with us so that together we'll bring peace and everlasting peace to Bawku. It is not deliberate that we as peacekeepers who have got international recognition will go to a place to bring peace and deliberately we would like to see people dying. We will not allow that. So we will always work extremely hard so that we will remain neutral. So we want to assure the Bawku number that our men will continue to be neutral, and those elements that you feel that by the discharge of their duties, it is not making peace possible over here. I think I will have a private discussion with him later and let us know so that we can be able to bring in people who really see to the effective discharge of their duties so that peace can come to Bawku.
This is Angel.
It's a IGP Yewura Christian Tetteh Yohuno ena yeti no bibi ana wojira no eye Bawku ena wone nananama hemfo edi nkomo ede adesire to mabunu nanim se entokwa no adwobrɛ wo eye mumasumdwei eni ehim ewo ho na yeba fia na yaba bedi enkomo yeko efira Ghana fo nyina fira no we fie obetimi etu udi enyiso na ma no enjikola na onu ma enjikola na ma ne bia obetimi etu yenko efiri ho na yene no eni komo fa Bawku asemi anya bia IGP nsema wo kan no betimi abo ma asum bia bana efiri akwaba
ye nuana na
yo efiri Bawku njoye ye nyina ye yem hihye in fact Yakubu ka asemi ni power of enkofo ewu no na ano den pa anya bia IGP akoho asema wo kan ye wodi woni edi eye Bawku asemi achi Ujidi say asema IGP aka ebetimi aboma asumdi aba
ebetimi aboado aka nso odi ka won say wo hwe United Nations peacekeeping adwuma no mu a amanya a omode ombambo adwumafo asojafo policefo ekopata ntokonkofo amanso no a oman ba ko mbo ehudini papa ye Ghana. In fact, Ghana ewo dini papa ewo United Nations for peacekeeping. Emo mene bambo me for no nante kakra say wa ya we dada aha. Na said no wo ka no ebe ya say wo man yekute dini pa ewo peacekeeping ase ntokwa patamu na wan kasa wo man mu na BBS na ko pata ntokwa na nipa fa ho awuo no enye dini pa penti a different picture about Ghana Police Service no. Eninti enama wo kasa no na wo hwe approach no IGP de koye no a eno so ebeboa wo say ebasa say wo hwe ebia division bi kura de bi asomasi na so approach for no ba o man fotumi towuram na na say wo hu de bebre o mutumi towuram say commander ebo no mu na towuram adwane but wo hwe say no ne baburu ni hia ye no a na environment no no kasa wo mu no a wadi kan ma mebo no atiase say what makes the differences uniform na hye no
yes
aha na ama ye sonko efiri mu die no mu ento ma meburu no enya wotoso say wo mo ne waba ye die mu
the police is your friend
aha
we call is your family
sa ana o kan sembo ha bibia say tape no ho no mo na ye bobo
okay
o say so mo emana sumdwe a obesend special recruitment team akoboko ho na emabru no a omopa so di police no kra no waba behwe ho asomaka
and I work for yesremo
na wahunu say emabru no womo eyadwuma edene omo hard working entonso bi kasa a kirewa ema number 1 utimbe ye wode
ampa
afisa recognition no independent amounts na member said no hwan a IGP ka kire me say bibi papa bu obi mu so ho enti IGP na communication no de koye no nkita odie no se rosi no mo kasa ye no ama wo mo koma befom na se ka kire me say mo maya somdwe a mo a mo pe police e di kra be behwe mo a wo se e betim de mo aye adwuma no ma be kan ho na se be tu transam ahode na wo mu na gine wo mu no mo say
police
energy no kwa na ye betimi atapo sa energy no e da baby papa bi kama pa
nice approach
enti IGP Christian Tetteh Yohuno wa kase ya approach no de kwa no e be fa pa na why no say wie no enkyere se wo kono boko sa that's
we boko
you see if persuasion fails force applied enti wodi kan ma mo persuasion abe from ade akrokro ye adwuma na mnim se maburu no so aso no mu ye ntie se ne ho no wosi ye no fai.
I will appeal to you to talk to the youth that hope is not lost. We are ready to assist them, and so they should put down their arms and be ready to cooperate with us, so that together we'll bring peace and everlasting peace to Bawku. It is not deliberate that we as peacekeepers who have got international recognition will go to a place to bring peace and deliberately we would like to see people dying. We will not allow that. So we will always work extremely hard so that we will remain neutral. So we want to assure the Bawku Namba that our men will continue to be neutral, and those elements that you feel that by the discharge of their duties, it is not making peace possible over here. I think I will have a private discussion with him later and let us know so that we can be able to bring in people who really see to the effective discharge of their duties so that peace can come to Bawku.
Honestly,
wow.
Or no, not from the no.
Na say akrokro ni bia wode peace so dem mo ne say obema ma sheda be recruitment and kasa wo kwa bokufo na mebunu no mo wa hoden pese mo ko police no fofole
sir.
Wow. Na wafa yanhwe o ade we yemfa nye politics too much. Yemfa amanyosem wura Bawku ntokwa bi wanya nyine na hyase.
Amanyosem no ewom dada bagisi yi frim. Ye nya amanyosem na frim a de bia besa akwasa abetena asa na dama amanyosem no entimi frim ne say wo hwe Ghana has as a parties mienu no ubia de so na ahwe ansa na mampani Mahama betena ase no onso waka bibi say ebre bia obeba betena kunwa so no
na hwadwo
aha eti ye benya parties ni bi nso be prove no wrong with semasa
obetena so bia
honyo ote ase enti politics no edinamase but this a film o se tuo ba etuo bia ro anim colors
debi
aboba bia no hono mo a
debi o ya hwan ebo
anim colors me nanasa me ho unim se un se denta me da so di Bawku nsem de kire ne ba bia eja tor man am pesa di eche no ho sometimes I will share TV no a wonhu ni yi ba bia entokwase no
because we dey say yenye
o share with TV be 32-inch TV 40-inch TV eswa 85-inch TV 60-inch TV na be he bia enkofo so nema na show bia be 1 minute 2 minutes bi no so nema na etuo ni kakra na mwie mu a wo hwe no sa wi na wie but wo si ground ho no mo a woni soldier for nam ana woni police for nam me no mo nante kakra bi Liberia ntokwa Cote d'Ivoire Guinea Senegal ene enyasem ketwa hu papa enti me no so ahwe a ebre bia ba beto ba bia meta preach asomdwe ne ade asif say emeye adwuma peacekeeping enti ye besre Ghana for ne obi anyi politics in film na politics so emfa ne aban wo so say na the time no na ye betima yi politics afum amma Bawku adwu na ye ne sa fine case Mahama ba na se be yi politics afum ne sa chum de ba ntesa wa ba ye ho say emfa politics ngwura mo no abuba bia no ho a ba betimi aye selective say baby a me kono ha ye NPP fo nti me ndo agina me mfa baby a NDC fo wo ye nya nsa enti omo hwe ne enyi politics ne frem nim se eye dani a political ayikakra under to kakra betimi afa se ba dise yi frem kura entirely
yo okay wofa yen hwe approach first approach ya IGP dia ba wi yes na wo ka bibi se ye dada o ma na amfa ugidi se dem biem na IGP betim dia fa so dia abre etokona se
police ni bie no ho no mo a ana security capo bie no ho a officer bie no ho no de akrokro sha se awia no wagya no ho so edwo na akeka no boko saa no oyie odo pa ma sebe mo bi ninsamfo ho obe sabe busas IGP na sa ya saa no saa no mo ye omodwuma no
okay
sana security for your moduma no security ni bia no akọ ya apẹ no de
na wode bufo ne taka okay
it is what wo share adage no a yen can say if force fails persuasion is applied no is that the way around
persuasion in the kan ba
e kan no ahwe say den kofo no be react to
okay
and some other ma wo mo no
wow
na so man choose asomdwe no wi a then you turn the coin
wow wofa Mahama omampanyin ede na atum se ke be ya eka otumfo ote kokoso abebiu wonfa ne nan si asemi mu na onhwe se asomdwe be ba the right call
yes na wonim se nti a wo free otumfo because otumfo ayi bi da wohwe entokwa esi wa boko ho a ebiesi pen yendi specifically yendi on say yendi ntokwa edawo dada otumfo tisi mu no na sa eminent chief bia wa power ya no ankasa tua no ekwan ya yendi fa so a adwoye ama adwoa besi de no nti waye bi pen no omampani eda so trust asante ne say wasan tisi mu a ebetumi asan boa na asante hene nso ne mu dre ye na asante mem kwa de gina faga ne bia nti wo hwa ne mfefo ahemfo no bi kura nso wo kasa na emu adwo nti ofra no amampani afro tumfo se wadin hu gimu a ebema boko adwo no meme wo sa wreshebu no pa ya mefo aso ye pa
yo wofa yesro men kwasisi na ye tinsim na beposo efa in remove uwia na afia yesako
ene na wofa we besa busa wasembio na deputy ranking member awo defense and interior committee of parliament Ora Kofi Amankwa menu ena wono so de babeto dwa kire se ensemo a yera IGP Christian Tetteh Yohuno wode ebabetu edwa titiru kra ene se wo hye wono mo bose so mo de o makande egu fom a won bebo modia na de o mahye ama military team ankasa akọ recruitment team akọ na womo etumi ni wonom akọ didi nkomo ase de ebe ya eba na asra dom dwumedie nu a womo nso so ye betumi di wonom afantetie mu sa eno ena Ora Kofi Amankwa menu kire se de bi se kona koba ne sa pene se kamia kwa se enye womo nim de bia wonom wom betumi di aboa ma asra dom dwumedie nu akọ nanim na mmom no se womo de womo akade to form enti ena ebia ekire mo behwe de wonom akọ hyemu ebi na yentie se de Ora Kofi Amankwa menu ekanisem no edifa yewi anafe yaba wofa ho.
Visit by the IGP to the Bawku enclave is a step in the right direction. I mean, it's something that everybody should applaud. But what I am reading from social media, if that is true, then the IGP's visit is rather going to create more problems than good. To say that lay down your tools, and that if you lay down your tools, we will consider you for recruitment. It's something that one cannot understand. Why should people, I mean, yes, it is important. In order to de-escalate the situation in the Bawku enclave, it is important that we get all parties involved to lay down their tools. But for me, it will be absurd to recruit people into the security services based on the fact that they've laid down their tools. What it means, that if you do not even meet the criteria to be recruited into the security service, you will be recruited into the security service because you have laid down your tool. That obviously is not the way to go. It is important that we deal with the Bawku issue once and for all. I mean, if we all know the sensitivities surrounding the Bawku issue, so if we are not careful and then one ethnic group lay down tools and then they are recruited into the security services, we all know the chaos this is going to create for the nation. It is simply not the way to go. We from the minority will support every move to bring finality and then to find solution to the situation in Bawku, because Bawku is a border town. And if care is not taken and we get these armed groupings, using Bawku as a very weak point, the entire country will be on its knees. We don't want that. So as a security, as a minority group, we will support any solution to bring peace to the Bawku enclave.
Entino Abusia Way, deputy ranking member Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament, Ora Kofi Amankwa menu, was a minority need dear, womo any IGP enya drain, Yesusiana Senesia, Wakan no eho. Entino
offer
back to you.
Yes, IGP, and yes, bia omo ebia mo papers so omo results say okay, like omo qualify say or say from mo eba Ghana police nemum. So person omodi omo na de no mo sekan no mutu ogu o kekentina odu we baba dada omo
me ne ya adwene, but baby am ne ya adwene no ho na me yi afiri ho ana baby am ne nya adwene wo ho baby am ne ya adwene ne say no wo ka bibi say afa nu na ekon nipa bienu na ekon enti say uko ma efa baako employment say me komo modwuma the other side no ebubefu but nyesa na IGP so aka so okoye no IGP kan so okoye ape in fact wuti IGP ne statement no a wanka so okoye ape na wasesa mo se mesin ko army anambesin ko enkodi police so was so better in fact Africa hana saade ne enim ye nana okọ advanced countries no aho said wo mo di ensamfon wo mo di akaka bensam no
say atayi no ne sa squad no
ani ade no omutimi chi omu wura security no mo omutimi ehwe hu say sa nipa wo say ho na adwene so but na adwene na so no onyusu ni ye
o di ensamfon
good
ti yafa no onyusu ni ye
ento mo direct energy no say akwa wo say bia de no ko CID a ebia wo din konkonsa pa so ho enti yemfa no kwose CID na yengu mu no na ye wo mo fa yenkyerɛkyerɛ no mo training no ɛna obu ɔno bia wo yembɛtwo man ne ho ɔden na beti pa na so ɔsɔ ayimu a so bɛka ya embre bi jato ɛdan bi ebugu ɛwɔ Eastern region
abrantie bi tisi mu yi amanfo ne
sa good sa abrantie no
sa abrantie ofa some ka say no fire service close
aso bonkusie na fire for na press bomb for the general so no ekwan akwa ne timi ewura debris no mu eda na adwuraguo no
ekoyi me kai pa
efa ntokomu eyi ni papie ye no omu johanum sako o se efa no de no security so omo promise so de no be call am say army or so
you say bazum
good enti sade no omo ye dan say enipa ne ho odene akaka bensem anase we yemfa no ne entapo no enti the IGP can say sa energy no omo de be ko atwe ase kan ne atuo abro omo ho ahye adan ahye commander dan ahye majority leader efie no adan ye wo sa ne pa ne emfa wo mo enu nti no wanka se mo besem na yemfa mo adwuma no wo say what the recruitment special the word the special recruitment team
okay
anyansafo ne de omo eko na wo ho odene wo ye de ben wo betima de ben ye wi a okay yemfa we mfa ha oti ase eti se be kwanso mo yo saa do makwa na ba bia mene ne adwen so no se fa baako a sebe wo mu ne dim kwasa sem die enti se be ya mo bo badwo na mo nim kwasa sem ti yanko soa wo mo emfa nkogu wo mo army ma na se fo mo ko security eti sa no wa kana dia ne nka bene ne adwen ba nya sa na IGP so kan so okoye
okay eti wo fa ne kwakwa ne se de na wo di ja bokufo ne ehwe na
ne kwakwa ne se bokufo ense se you mo fe se na boko adentina boko ewo media mu a wo mo ako ahyedan wo tena boko adentina obi ebo mu dina wo mo ahyedan wo ma hyekas wo ma bro mo ho yese memma nkodwom sa dine no wo se bokofo wo mo fere saa edin no ho no mpepa wo se bokofo timi eprove amansan wrongo se yenso ebetimi atena somdwe mu otia se utie tama no mampani kasa no a de na esi sol na no ya na wa also was say the one person be say sika ye ni sika any time
ye ni sika na de o ma ye
entina de bia bokofo akon waafo akon ye ndifo akon ye mfa nkone ko say sika be pesika ni bia ya de enti bokofo afi we say wo munyina we so no mun kan kire wiase nyina say ye nso asomdwe na yete ase na afi political parties no a wo mo so paso mo de politics ewura mo no politics ne wo mu dada enyo mo na de ba but yenyin frim said no waka say wo ma ye ready so betimi abo aba masomdwe aba no wo mo nya ne genuine na ye say bia aba ho flora tisu enti no ye ga kabine ko fiti gemne fa ansa no ne ne ba be ni yi
onso ba mo nso be wo sa
ati ase
wo fa ye da se pa ti boko before so yakobo kwaba wo fa ye da se ne onim dia wo ne abeche efera Ghana fo nyina efera Kojodexen na one ebeche boko ensem dia IGP eka dia omampanyin John Dramani Mahama so eka ne dia ye betimi ayama boko asumdwe etimi abaho ekoso
ene na busia ye free Bawku na yakọ yenim ewo nsem foforo emu na ukọ ekokopie mu ewo Dwaboso Forest Reserve ababetodwa se excavators ahodo edumiensa 13 ena ene Dwaboso district no ena afei Western North region no eho na reserve no ewo Western North region ene yesa aban epe kwan papa bi so na wo matumi ede akọ etia galamse former gudi amanfo to omuntu no kwan papa so no ene nam so ema won akwakọ sizi 13 excavators na Dwaboso Forest Division womo ene asrafo a wom efi national headquarters ena akomo abomu a won akwakọ disa adwomasum yi Krokosue Hills Forest Reserve a ewo Dwaboso District Western North Mountain emu na eye wopani a wono eginemu ene enjokase edi nkomo Dwaboso Forest Division Manager wora Horotius Kofi Asano ena wode ensam etudwa no watchre so nyame anim no kranim nie we excavators a wonum ekokochi ya na som kokko sizi ye no a na eno no ni nyina no eka nhyehyeye a empenifo ede egu apono eso na yentie ne nsam ode tudwa no ebi
for no omo ye forest mo di edwum pa mo haye enti omo baaye no me ha say ye tumi Krokosua Forest Reserve say ye tumi sizi excavators makoma ko 13 emi say wo bai wonna ma ufa assembly ho abehunsi apake excavators bi ho enti ene ye dia besi wa sisi aban sada so a ye hwe aban di ho dwuma ya saso nkofo a na omo nenanenam ma omo kutekute etuo ne asekan se omo ma ye nye dwuma ya pempam bebre na afi ha sisi a no a situation me bro ni beka say the situation is under control enti operation on be ne de me largely make say I am successful.
To asubio ena wode etudwa se asrafo no eba ya wom eba beboa na kire se no ama wono ma wode sron kokora wode foforo kora wom ehu bida ne nyina kan ho ebi nti enam so ema excavators 13 yi wom tumi esizi ye
Basha na forest ne ye adwuma fine kopim se illegal gam say foi ede om ho bagi ma amukofa nkofo mkutekute tuo nsekan enti na do time bi na adwuma na ya de ama yenko a Tiasrafo be kan ye hu die ama ayese ye ho ode asa abasoro a sisi ade me sha obo se galansefo ne de enya de a ye ma omo kwan kwa no ma ban ye kwaye na ye nananam de ato ama ye ehia emwa amanfo omo tempo no omo moa ye because normally tero bi a ye kopam galansefo yi pa ye a ye kobo kwaye no ho ban no ya na ayese ye mpo na omafo ye trimka ti ye be stress communities na galamsey communities no omunjina forest commission echi
eli yeti ye wora Horatius Kofi Asano wono Dwaboso Forest Division Manager
sene din dia o so be ba
ma to be bo asepa because minim ne yanum for ma time kutwu no ma to bo asepa
ye fi Dwaboso de fe ni chemu ewe ya pe ayabupe na ensamso a eda ho no sesia de ya saya owu antwede o wonya donate aso se kukuru eno ano se ebu do atom no ama amanfo a enam sa ensamso no so no omakoma ena etuda to oye ma sesia de omano damu esufre aban na meno kase ena osofo no ena ohwe ya kwani ya kwantimpon so ewo memo oru akwame agboja wono ene ne pagefo do mani edi dwumedi na chi akohwe se omoye bridge ana sensamso foforo ewo ho na ometimi aye ne 10 mama manfo a omofa sa kwantimpon no so no hu etimi ahare omo na ya pe aye kan ho asemi ewo savannah mantam no emuna ese damango na yo mahinkro ti damango pantem hono ma ana sakuri ewa insamso no ni nwa na omoye no so no omochese ache pa 2 years omkasen kan no mawie so ade still na opanye echese omabedi ombehwe amomatimi awie insamso no entempaso ama manfo mofa so e wompatem won so eho atimi aha yekotie osofo no nsem kakra wode etudwa.
As he said, it's $180 million for the 4, not only this one, for the 4. And we are hopeful that they will meet their deadline. One of the problems in the ministry is projects running beyond their contractual period. So we are hopeful that this one will not be one of those. It's a bridge. It's not in your interest to keep here beyond the 2 years. At this pace, if you are out of the substructure, I don't know what will be the reason you can't meet the deadline, because the people in this area need this. We don't have to wait until this bridge collapses before we start doing something. So I think it's a very progressive decision to do this, and the contractor is adhering to that. And what I'm also happy about is that this is being supervised by some of our best brains at the highways. I keep saying Ghana does not lack ability of contractors or engineers.
Kwame Agoja amano anso ha wasan ka se nukrenie galamse ha dwen papa e won patemo enso onyina manfo etu galamse o mo se no esoro onyina ni gama ni bieduo ena cho chese ha dwen entiamanfo no hwe no mtwom ho emfisa no ma no se na be betimi so aboa ama yensase ene ekwabritu a yaje edesi ho no bekoso a awo.
Of course, Galamsey is a menace. I don't think it's a threat to only the ministry. It's a threat to all of us. The water in this river gets drawn, treated, and supplied to our homes. When we see it in this color, what it means is that the turbidity is high. It means the state needs to spend more money treating this before it gets to our people. So this is a threat to all of us, not only the ministry. But I'm very confident the steps being taken by the lands ministry eventually should address many of these things, because it's quite sad. If you were a fish, I wonder whether you'll be in this river, because basically it's just suffocating you. But hopefully, we know why it's like this here, because we know there's illegal activity going around up the river. But hopefully, that can also be resolved.
Omoshe na sani bonia ekoso empatem ho no munya so for no chese obehwe ama ayapi ensamso no so omawie no entempaso
na ye koye ni wa okada ena ye de ni eko akwakopie mu ande oti okada penu se okada business no eya de evra ni ye papa ewo man no emom na kanimra shebedwani kumbungu abaton peso ano so eye wonmunya forest mubarak waka e de akere aban na kan waka de akere aban no na no ene ye fere na nsa de ba no nyina unam social media no so a wo hu emra a ye de ato no mo e de ama obi a esese otumi eka okada ewo man no emu yes from 25 years and above na no ena wonmunya forest mubarak aba no wakere se oh we de aban wo sere pa bra na san ba be review bio san se mra na mo de aba no ohu ni se asemo ya atwe ebinom aso sentra wakasa no wo se wo mom ho kwan se wo ebeto aba from 18 years and above na so eba okada ho adwuma de 25 years and above wo se entwaye san se 18 years for ni nyina kokoto santere ekoto aba edema endi samanyo koma enne waba abedwan mu anase bia endi si aba ama wonum ena wom ekura 2 minute dia na ese fata se sa 25 years and above no a wo kire se wo se wo bi obeka okada no wo se wonya no wadaroma san kwana bra bio fa bra fom kakra na eja 18 years for ne 1924 no so etumi enya ho kwan akwakoto akwakotwi okada no ebi ohwe TV so a emra no ena egu so 25 years and above wo se wonya valid national ID afi commercial riders license DVLA agi edi atumo proficiency test no ye oral theory any eye exams wo se wo training na bibia koso yellow license plate wo se wo certified protective helmet no benya unique number yes sanso ama helmet how the passengers na masanso obey traffic laws any speed regulations yentie se do munya for Ras Mubarak what this are ready etuja
ye na adwene se ye be bane omundi 25 years from doing okada business nene na ye ne nipa dodo na omo 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 omo business mu no omo sorry ye ekoto abamaye aye enya power no ye ka say ye prohibit omo from riding okada for commercial purposes these are our constituents and the government has to be aware of that. The second point is that minia ye maimu labor laws no emma for a young person from age 15 to work. You know, they just don't have to work as many hours as your friends say almost sabi omonyini edru any more than 18. But the labor laws of the country allow even 15-year-olds to work. The fundamental point I'm a say. So Obia when you're 18, it is sorry kotuaba. Eyi oman penyin ema yemina.
For Ras Mubarak, wano kanema shebejeni kumbungu abatu mpesuano eso.
I know the Bawku become you. Low price master yenamase makofa enwapa e da bedwa so masantete so hu e da mai TV set AC furniture open mattress dia so dey buy tre ewa wonsa beka bi best ahodo sanso ena blenders ahodo ene toasters ne tabletop burners ne hwan ni nyina wonsa ebeka bi ewo ho wo open fridge ana say laptops printers, computer, any home accessories nyina say chargers ne pod ni bibia benya bi low price master wamo akache wamo dansoman ena Winnie Bar omo showrooms no mienu dansoman omo Sahara money alphabeta school no ena edi enmuhwe sanso ena Winnie Bar so no number no mede betudwa edi amount ansa na mamefa dansoman de no dansoman number no 0599 335 035 0599 335 035 wasa ebekamo Winnie Bar for no monfre number we 0557 120 217 0557 120 217 low price master say quality and affordable products and a what on the Amagana for MTN stands in worship. MTN say it is a fimuni na I feel no I said uncle baby at the announcement. There was said yet asda match diampon enti no what the program kese pa be hihye so what to din MTN stands in worship na Easter Sunday April bosom no that also edunu ewo Grand Arena eho na dwumede no bekoso 6 p.m. sharp na wahye wufufuo say bebia white two crowd with white no wash atade white mpobo white belt white bibia white na wabama ya hwe abomu kan national say wo ba no woni tego sisters eba betunwoma bomu Moses okay so eba Cindy Thompson ye ne we de atisefo no omo bo gospel na kasa no you go pass mama mo Nancy gift you say better kwa so eba everyday beko biana
nyame ya adomo
yo na tie yes, this event is strictly by invitation.
I say enton sanfre wa ema.
MTN for yes mumbre ni bi ticket ni bi na yentimi bra na ye ne munyina emehwe embom. Wose nyankopon ye bia mai MTN so se yenda twede ampon ase. Angel Corporate Gala. Yakubu mbre na edu no Yakubu mbre na edu soro no obesa gini dibiem man na wose ye frɛ
yeah na kwankwan no na ye bre
ma dwamanu mu ha sa
we have legs hey hwe me say me na tentantiti e na pa eka ho won say e man no e ya na mu ase mu bu man na bomfia e man no ye wo kapao
ye ne
ye nsa na emo a ye nan bebo
this year ye hwe no me say e for weba microfinance for West 1 ye de West man ba mo ye de West man ye
bibia ni wa ye nim ye pohwe ye be bobo bo pa mo fa all other games and account ball volleyball cards dummy ni mo fa mbra ye be ye mo pasa ye be ye mo ye be ye mo pasa there be eno me ma won ka ho asem na me ma won ka no ho asem because na me say ye nsa na ma ye nan bebo na ye nsa no na mo de huro ye wa efie ha no mo pese mo nye ye we keke but all die be die mo boa
watch your cry anu awe
ye watuo na watuo na ye
man omonya
watuo no ye che ya ma bisu obi aso
ye gina because last year na wini ye Yakubu Dawroma o che penalties ma ye wini ye players no so ya de Sadek Adams na efia do eyinum ginem enti no for number we na be sponsor ya na so person be ka ho a 0546 213 505 0546 213 505 this year the Japan nya bebo bi omo ne Fred no ne hero no mo kwose Richie mo kwose Jessica keke Yɛto akasɛ no so yɛto aso ne aboere mu ɛwɔ Global Institute of Mines and Safety James wɔn akache na mene okase de udu afre sipa kuruma awrade hwewu bebie wudi amamo ewo sunyane patem ho ne nyina ne se emabunu beye ahanu ene aduasa 230 era mene okase omodo mafa entity mapemu a mene okase ene yese dam track sa excavators akese no yewamu asroto enye na minim se bi wo ha friend dam track ebi ye wheel loaders ebi nso ye back hose ebi ye graders ebi ye hwan general drilling and a bulldozers ne forklifts bebre womo edo ma fa santitie no ma emabunu no enyom nsa na adwuma mbekọ monte so akwakoye adwuma na etimi aboy san say mining communities ahodo e wo mem no edoso ye pa nyimekwa ahodo a womo so etu fem agudie kwan paso no womo ebekọ na makwabo mo amaye tu fem agudie ye na bra wakasa ewo dwumedi na se na kwankyerefo panyi a wono na woda Global Institute of Mines and Safety Gabriel Larry Yenugu wono ede sem kakra etudwa ekyerese nukranie efimpimpimienu ene donu ewotwe 2018 ma mobile no wo matete mabun be apem ne ekyire amuda so atete ema no mfa munji mo esanse nyumekwa hodo motu famagudia na ya na dodo na pema se mbefa ma na dwuma so ayese ma no ya na heavy duty musuru ayese camera won ema dodo na nche den wrem so ma no kwa na ya form dwuma eti yera Gabriel Larry echese ema mo fam humremu na embo mo ye pa na opetiche so a wabegi bi omho se na be ya wodachi ebetimi akoyie
this year for about 221 omafa ntitie mu busumi miansa enne na omode omodesua ebawe ya yede on abodi nkrata ehye omsema ekirese adesua no omode abawe ya nananum aboye papa nananum enam foundations bi te say Newmont Achim Development Foundation, Newmont Ahafo Development Foundation. Newmont Ahafo Development Foundation a sponsor nipa bebre a omo Newmont host community do ma ba ma yatete won. Sunyane Technical University na ye no omo sa ayonkofano. Ya bie ye taba mu say all technical universities a omo tie yen omo ehia say ye no omo kabom na ye santete we ekwa enimu se de be ya obi a wanya kwan anko classroom anko suande no sa nipa no so ebewie no so anya certificate obetimi e dia pay adwuma
ete yera Larry Gabriel nugu na yetie no a wono kwankyerefo panya woda Global Institute of Mines and Safety ano na wode sansemi etudwana womo graduation no ewo Afrisi pakrom ewie no omano ma no anso hwa na omotima basia se Newmont abrem womo so de mabunu kwese games entity omo na omunya sa inside dwuma no omo so pom ho beye edonum baako a yewura apenu Paul wono community development
nyame charge ya bo mo nya certificate ahoro be se enan omunya income license omunya NBTR certificate omunya driver's license and omusanya fire and safety certificate and also ebeboa akadia omuso edibebo omobra
emebu no magenti tie wi amoko monte so akwaboa ma omuso asechema koyi no my Ghana eba mines sector nem so a etimi akonanim no ebi ne edi nkomo na yentie
no machine bia manage ho na ba no so nya yo se me hu o machine no bia no nya me adom ma hu
men susu ho da se me smeti me gina ha de me sense le bo se me ye dem ye best operator with dam track into the me suma kan shop from wo fie ene omo amayo madwen so best omo ba school say omo ba no omo fa bibi nsi omo ani so say omo ba be ye dem omo ba be pe bibi afri he say e de akọ
e buy machines ne also by media na forklift na nambe pamba so manya experience no say my best operator e ba se forklifter as say ebi enya adwuma bi wo company na warehouse bi a e betimi de forklift na ye de adwuma ntino me da school penfo nyina ase
and me encourage you more wa abontin so wo hwe me na so wo you interested so pe say on your operator say your forklift backhoe excavator dam track any machine bia e did dwuma kese fa loader kese na so you interested that Global Institute of Mines and Safety
Ete emabunu no nso ensem kakra mu kan mi say no forklift no me kwa register
na krasa na me pese me nkotwi forklift ni be very necessary
ani nyina ekọ global
ye be ko bi
James ni akọ ntete o
and na abusia ye ko yenim let's get ready to rambo what's in happen when we say rambo style be apm ewo baby uko eye emfinfi mantemu a npp amanyoko ne fa ewo ho no mo e kire say rambo style ya fa so ya de echecheche amanfo no wo mo ani enye ho ye ka no enche ye bia na wonimonyamfo Reverend John in team Fodwo Asen South Mrashe Bedweni ene ye kire say police for akokopie mu ewo na ka che na before akọ say ebia waka asem biom susu say wo say ye to nsa frɛ no na wo kokko yi nsembise bi ano eno na wora Richard Techi Mensa ejinemu na wo kire say da bi sa Rambo style ne de ye hwe na ye ntwemo ye NPP regional secretary na yentie ne nsem no ebi
in Kankana Christian Council, civil society organizations. Na one of the na ya catch on them. Ghana, baya musuwe basa kwa mesuma nani. Mwa kodu wa John Dramani na memu oya asifim. Ontoye nike yimbo obi ayo mampeyi bezi nka oba izi nke benye a better situation. Ka massive improvement. Then we are retrogressing. Yes, and hechi. Alma young democratic achievement over the years now. Among men now, what you have over we have bad. Ya kunyi,
Richard Techi Mensa Mananso one ma what was subium and a watch say and the original party branch no and the supporters no mbe koswa ata wo mo shebedwa for echi titru e wo fifi mantemu na fei wo mo sanso e fa sa kwanya no so boardom kuma no mo ba no deni wonu monyan for Alexander Afenyo Markin wo e bo na baso and a party mpenimfo no mu ebi say ne wonu monyan for John team for jo ye and I before e ko ni fie no one month na say na so mutu anamo e de wo mo no e koto mu bi
a mask under democratic dispensation. What a John the man na building in the street operations are what's what feel why as papa 1 year born or catch obia what's a masker Marian so oyazepa onamna kwanda suma nkete wenyi bo no wenyi mo yen otie mra na onyi omai ni se nkwenti in the what's a mask no catch Ghana fa when you believe ya na me kan de ona buntin fodwo mo no onya bon na MPP amanyu ayo fifi mantoma ya chende ya taneti pinti
Yeti wora Richard Techi Mensa ko fifi mantemu a wo ye NPP regional secretary ntino na se wo mo sa abre ni de wo mo ejina wo mo mra shebedwafo ni nyina echi titunu wo mo a wo mo ewo mfifi mantemu